Hello, my book and wax friends. I am Amber. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you're returning, I do post about books and home fragrance. And today's video is a bookish video. This is my What's in the Book Bag video, which is the library books that I've acquired for the month. And so I'm here to share them with you. If you watched my middle grade March book, you've seen some of these books already, but there are other books as well besides the middle grade ones that I picked up for the readathon. So the first book I have to share is Heidi by Joanna Spyri. And this is a book about an orphan girl named Heidi who goes to live in the Swiss Alps with her grandfather. It is a classic. I don't know much about it. I'm very excited to read this book. It is on my 25 books in 2026 that I want to get to. Never read this classic, even though some other children's classics, so to speak, are some of my all-time favorites, like Anne of Green Gables, Little Women, that sort of thing. I never got around to reading Heidi, and so I want to rectify that. And so this month, it's my goal to read this one, as this is high on my priority as far as middle grade books go. So yes, Heidi. Next book is Silverborn, which is The Mystery of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend. This is book 4. I forgot again. What number is this? I'm pretty sure this is book number 4, and there's supposed to be... Yes, okay. It is book 4. On the back, it shows the other 3. This is book 4 in the Morgan Crow series. Such a fun series. As you can see, it's a bit on the chunky side, so hopefully I can get to this one this month. But if not, it is still a priority for me because it's another one that's on my 25 in 2026. So yeah, this is a Nevermore series. It has some magical, whimsical elements like Harry Potter. Not the same, but it has some similar elements. So if you love Harry Potter, then I'm sure you would enjoy these books as well. So I'm excited to eventually get to it, even if I don't in March. The next book I have is a priority for me too. That is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. This is on my 25 in 2026 too. Plus it is on my 5-star predictions for the first quarter, which Heidi is as well. I'm not a big sci-fi reader, but I've heard such good things about this book. I enjoy sci-fi, like watching sci-fi, but for some reason, I'm just not drawn to sci-fi as far as reading goes. I much prefer fantasy, but with the hype this has been getting, plus the movie is coming out in March, this month. I think this will go up after it's already March, so this month it's coming out, and so I was like, I want to get to this. And I am not reading the synopsis because I want to go into this kind of blind. I know the general synopsis about this, about a guy who is tasked with saving the world, pretty much. It's on the brink of destruction, but he ends up waking up and not knowing, he has amnesia type of thing. And it goes from there. So I'm excited to get to it. We'll make it a priority. Hopefully it'll get chosen as one of my TBR prompts this month. Stay tuned for that video too. That will be coming out here soon. Okay, next is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I haven't ever read this series. I just realized almost every single book on this is from my 25 in 2026. So this is one of the books on my 25 book priorities for 2026. I've never read this series. I've heard such good things. It is a YA fantasy series. It is about, I don't even see, the elites have possessed power for decades, gifted to them by the plague, while those born ordinary are just that, banished from the kingdom of Ilya. and shunned from society. No one knows this better than Peyton Gray, an ordinary posing as a psychic to blend in with the elites. But when she unwittingly saves one of Ilya's princes, Kai Azer, she's thrown into the purging trials, a brutal competition showcasing the elite's power. If the trials and the opponents within them don't kill her, the prince she's fighting feelings for will if he discovers what Peyton is, completely ordinary. So I've heard good things about. I've heard there's a bit of a controversy as far as liking or not liking the following books, but I've heard from most people that they really enjoyed the first book. So I want to give it a try and see how I like it. Okay, another one I got for middle grade March is The Enchanted Life of Valentina Mejia. And it is about these two siblings that want to find proof of magical creatures. And I just realized it's another magical creature one. That's interesting. I have another one that's coming up that's also about magical creatures. And this takes place in Colombia. So this one seems good. It'll be a quick read, small. And yeah, that one will be good. Next up is another middle grade, Max in the House of Spies by Adam Gidwitz. And this is a historical fiction about a boy named Max. He is a Jewish boy. This takes place during World War II, so he gets shipped off to London for safety because of all the awful, terrible things happening in Germany. And he decides that he wants to become a spy so that he can leave London and go help in Germany, help save his family and probably others. And there's some magical realism elements to it too. We have two little creatures that are part of Jewish folklore, I guess. And this is a duology. I'm looking forward to this. This is the group read for middle grade March. If you are following along with that readathon, this is the group read that was picked for it. And it looks like it's going to be a good book. So that is Max in the House of Spies. The next one I have is a continuation. I'm pretty sure this is just a duology. This is called The Demon and the Light. The first book is called The Floating World, and I read that last year. Loved it. Almost a 5-star. It was like 4.75 for me. I loved it. It was such a fun book, and I'm excited to continue. So the first book is about a girl who is hiding. She has like a secret identity. She is able to produce like this light magic, and during an accident of sorts, she uses the light magic, and so she has mercenaries and soldiers and stuff hunting her now because they know that she is still alive. And so the soldier ends up finding her but not realizing she is who he's looking for, and she's trying to go on a quest of sorts to heal a family member of hers. So it's a fun book. I do recommend it, and I'm excited to get to the final one in it with it. It left on a cliffhanger, and not a super cliffhanger, but it was still a cliffhanger. And so I'm excited to see how the author, Axio, wraps it up. So. And then last but not least, as I was saying, I have another book that has to do with magical creatures, and that is The Poisoned King by Catherine Rundell. This is also a second book in a series. Not sure how long this series is going to be, but Impossible Creatures is the first book. This is the second book, and it's about a guy who finds out that there's this like magical archipelago area that he kind of gets sucked into that contains magical creatures and magic and stuff like that. yet the area is starting to lose its magic. The creatures are starting to die, and he is there to try and save magic and all the animals and stuff. I love the book. It was wonderful. I think I gave that one a 4.75 as well, maybe 4.5. It was a wonderful middle grade. I highly recommend it, whether you are that age or not. I read it last year, so obviously if I loved it, it's not just for those that are middle grade aged kids. So the Poison King is a continuation of the story, and it'll be interesting to see what happens in this one. So that is The Poison King by Catherine Rendell. So that is it, you guys. Those are some books that I picked up from the library. I always have books that are coming in. So we'll see what else I get in, but this is what I have right now for the month of March. I appreciate you. Please like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and let me know, are you participating in Middle Grade March? I asked that in my Middle Grade March video, but I'm still curious if you haven't answered me in that one or you didn't see that video. I do want to know if you read middle grade books. I think that they can be just as immersive as YA and adult books, and I do enjoy reading them every once in a while, especially during Middle Grade March. So I appreciate all of you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.